There may be no interactions that garner as much attention in nature as those with sharks and humans. Perhaps it's the pre-thought that the sight of a shark signals imminent danger in many people's minds. Or maybe it's the idea that an apex predator near a human, regardless of species, demonstrates humans as vulnerable. In this clip, a young white shark literally goes beneath a group of surfers who had no idea it was there. While it's these kinds of clips that get the media attention, the clicks, and the intrigue, there are other encounters that I find much more interesting. Ask any surfer, and many will tell you it's the dolphin encounters that often make their day. And who can blame them? Dolphins are incredibly beautiful. But what if I told you that where there are dolphins, there are sharks? That much is obvious, right? It's the ocean after all. But take a look at this sequence. It is perhaps one of my favorites I've ever witnessed. As I lift up the drone, you can count a total of 7 great white sharks in this scene. It's truly a spectacular scene. The encounters between sharks and dolphins are always my favorite to witness. It doesn't take long to realize the relationship between great white sharks and dolphins is complex and especially fascinating. Both species seemingly show interest in each other, but do it in different manners. The relationship between sharks and dolphins is a mix of predation, competition, and even coexistence. In this clip, the dolphins are seen using their echolocation techniques to scout the shark. It's the most common behavior I've observed when the two are near each other. Both great white sharks and dolphins share similar ecological niches, competing for the same food sources, most commonly fish. It's the fish I see nearby that is the telltale sign that this is true. And in Southern California, most of this action happens in shallow water, very near shore. As I lift up once again, the two sharks continue on their path, and the reason the dolphins are so close becomes apparent. Notice the bait ball, a favorite meal option for dolphins and a great opportunity for sharks to pick off scraps. It's not always the sharks that play this role, however. Dolphin pods have been observed scavenging from shark kills in the past, indicating a certain level of tolerance and maybe even cooperation. Despite the potential for conflict over the same food sources, great whites and dolphins do coexist in the same areas, sometimes even ignoring each other or swimming right alongside each other. Other times, it really does seem like each species engages in pursuing each other, like this very young shark. Watch how it circles around and gets behind the dolphin. That is, until another dolphin comes to shoo it away. It really is intriguing. Some may even choose to use the word cute. Coexistence and even indirect forms of cooperation have been observed among these two species, highlighting the complex ecological relationships that shape the marine world. While I've yet to witness any aggressive encounters by either species, it can happen. However, most interactions I've witnessed go like this. In this clip, two dolphins circle a shark. The shark does the same. It's a dance that sparks as much curiosity as it does amazement. There's something about the echolocation actions of the dolphin that is just flat out beautiful. If there is one observation I've made, it's that the way each species interacts with each other appears to be largely based on size. The dolphins don't seem to get as cavalier in their approach with larger sharks. In fact, it's safe to say the dolphins steer clear of the larger white sharks. Another example that in the ocean, size really does matter. In the ocean, there is a natural competition that can lead to aggressive interactions. This can lead to dolphins sometimes harassing sharks to drive them away from the prey, but not always. Here's a bigger shark that literally parts the pod in half. Had this been a smaller shark, it's very likely the dolphins don't allow the shark to pass so easily. One has to wonder how often these two species interact in such a manner. The fact of the matter is that the frequency of encounters between great whites and dolphins varies depending on factors like location, food availability, and the population size. Because Southern California is home to many juveniles, scenes like this are likely more common than other places. Counting 3 white sharks near a dolphin is definitely a lucky day. One common question when addressing these two species is, do white sharks eat dolphins? Studies have shown scars on dolphins from shark bites, and some great white sharks even specialize in hunting dolphins. White sharks are apex predators after all. Here is a scene of a white shark biting a dolphin. Obviously, in nature, there are no rules. It can be hard to watch, but it is the reality and the circle of life. This dolphin was likely dead prior to the first strike. But it serves as a reminder that a shark's primary purpose is to act as the cleaners of the ocean. Their importance cannot be taken for granted. They are the ultimate keystone species. A species that even the dolphins depend upon for their health. Come to think of it, we all do. I encourage everyone to research the term keystone species.